moves. Aye, let's start with the sound this time. So I'm Melanie and I am a left leg below the knee amputee, and I am also a personal trainer, and I run a business in Southland, New Zealand, and online doing personal training with various people with various injuries. I specialise in lower limb injuries and things like that. I have decided to put these out regularly as a freebie. You can join me live or you can watch them back later. I do check the comments on the video, so if you're here with me live and you want to comment, I will check them at the end before I go off the live feed, and if you have watched it back later and comment, I will check them regularly afterwards. These videos stay online and you can watch them again later if the time does not suit you. So what I have been working on lately is balance. Now I'm going to carry on with that, and we are not going to do the sitting stand, not going to focus just on the sitting, standing, stuff like that we've been doing before. We are also going to start swinging your arms around and things like that. So you're going to need a chair, and you might also need a weight, something that you can hold in your hand that you can pass around, swing around. It can be anything, can of beans, whatever, bag of, carry a bag with stuff in it, bottle of something that's got a handle, whatever, it doesn't matter. So I am just going to keep on talking for a couple of minutes whilst you go and get that, if you are off to get that. I'm just going to change the camera angle just so that I can go and sit on that chair over there. Hang on. Whoopsie. Are we still pointing in the right direction? Yes, we are. Right. So the weight I'm going to use is over there. That's a bit dumb, isn't it? Let's get it. So I'm just going to use a kettlebell. And this is a kettlebell. It's relatively light, but like I say, you can use anything you like. And we are going to do exercises in groups of 2s like we normally do, 3 lots. And then I will check at the end to see how we're going. So to start with, I want you to be standing up. And we are going to put that round over there so I can get back a little bit so my head's not chopped off. Right, and you are going to swing this around your body. So whatever it is you're holding, you're going to swing it around. And you're going to sway from side to side as the weight goes round. Don't drop it on your toe. So the second one, we're going to swing with your arms, like that. If it's easier, you can do it like that. And what this is doing is it's working on your proprioception and your balance, and you're having to shift your weight between the 2 legs, but without being too challenging. If you want it to be harder, get something heavier. Right, are we ready? So we're going to pass around to start with. So what we need to be doing is shifting your weight slightly from side to side as you pass it around. Here we go. It does not matter which way around you go at all. Looking good. Make sure you're shifting your weight from side to side and you're not always standing on one side. Make sure both legs are doing the work. And stop. Now, you're going to swing it. We're going to swing it on both sides. So start with whatever side you like, but you are going to swing it on both sides, which makes both legs work differently. So this is my amputated side at the moment I'm swinging on. And stop. Now we're going to go back to the pass it around. We're going to do it one more time. Are we ready? So swinging it around. Doesn't matter which way you go, we can go the other way as well. I do better at swapping hands in one direction than I do at the other. I'm not entirely sure why that is, but anyway. Five. And stop. Now we're going to swing with the arm you didn't use last time. So swing. What you'll find is it's challenging the side your arm is on more, which is why we're swapping sides, because your other leg is still doing work to stabilize you, but it's not holding you up as much. Oops, don't hit the wall. Making sure I didn't put a dent in it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, stop. Okay. Your next group of exercises is we're going to swing a leg. Now you can grab your chair to hang on to if you want to, if you need it, but you're going to swing your leg through like that. If you can do it, not holding onto a chair or not relying on a chair as much, then that would be good. But if you can't, hang on to the chair. The more vigorous you do it, the harder it is. The slower you do it, the easier it is. And make the angles lower as well if you're struggling with balance. What I would do is put your hand on the side of the leg that you're swinging. So if you were swinging on this side, then we're doing that. Yep. It just helps to balance you out. So, are we ready? Here we go. Swinging. Make sure I don't kick the wall. Now I do find balance hard on both sides because my other side is a knee replacement. So having the chair there just in case is always good. But once I get going, I've got it sorted, mostly. But that's why you can see why you want a chair to be there. But try not to hang on to it if you can really help it. So we're going to swap sides. This is the side that's probably going to be more challenging because I'm standing on my amputated leg. Whoops. And I've got a hydraulic ankle which knocks me over backwards. I've got to remember I don't lean back. If you have crutches, you might want to use 2 crutches. Put your toe down when you need it. You can see I'm finding this side harder than the other side. 3, 2, 1, stop. Have we rest for a moment? As you can see, I'm hiding out in someone's massage room at work because the space out there is being used. So, here we go. And again. 3, 2, 1, swing. When your leg goes down around the back, you want to bend your knee slightly so your toe doesn't hit the floor. You should only be holding onto the chair very lightly if you can. But what you'll find is to even out your balance when you stand on your amputated side, you lean over a lot more than you would on the other side. And stop. And that's because of the loss of the weight and the fact that muscles are now doing a slightly different job in a different way. Right, swap sides, here we go. Ready, and go. So my aim here this time is to not put my foot on the floor. I can keep my leg balanced. What I've found when you're balancing on your amputated side is if you don't lock your knee out, because you need to engage as many muscles as you've still got left. And if you lock your knee out, it makes balance harder. And stop. Okay, we have got one more group of exercises to go. This time we are going to go sit to stand, but we're only doing a mini sit to stand. If your chair has got arms, you might find that beneficial. So we are just going to get up off the seat, literally just like that, okay? And then the second one we're going to do is a side to side mini squat. So you're going to bend your knee each side, bend your knee just slightly. Your feet should be 45 degrees, pointing outwards like that. Your knee goes over your toes, like that, just very slightly. Again, if you need something to hold on to, you can. And what we're aiming to do with the side-to-side squats is you've got to focus on your hamstring, because if you're a new amputee, and I found this because I've started doing hills recently, if you don't think bend your knee, use your hamstring. You try and push your not foot into the floor, and all that does is push the bottom of your tibia into the front of the socket, and it ends up hurting. So that's what you need to imagine, the pull back of your leg to engage the hamstring, which is the muscle underneath. Right, so we're going to go sit to mini stand. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Sit to mini stand. Right, just a little bit. You're just getting yourself up off the chair, literally just. That's all you're doing. Literally. Arms out in front if you need the momentum. Hold something in your hands weight-wise if you need the momentum. They should feel this up at the top of your legs, right up here. 3, 2, 1. Have a seat. Now I'm going to wait slightly longer this time because these are slightly harder. So rest as long as you need to. I'm just going to change my position and move the chair out of the way so you can see my feet. Okay, so standing shoulder width, the feet shoulder width apart, toes pointing outwards at that sort of angle, and we're going side to side, just very slightly both sides. Now I've got a knee replacement on one side and an amputation on the other side, so there is no reason why you can't do this, because if I can, you can. It doesn't need to be big, and you need to be pulling on that amputated side, pulling rather than pushing, pulling, because then you won't push your shin into the front of the socket. That's a real big thing that I learned going up and down hills recently, trying to work out how, stop there, to make this hydraulic ankle work. And that's what I found. Going down hills, lock the leg out, wait for the hydraulic foot to get to the floor, and let the hydraulics do the work for me. That's what I found. Right, back to the seat. Okay, are we ready? 3, 2, 1. Mini stand, that's it. Mini stand. Good job. And stand all the way up. Put my chair back to where it actually belongs. Feet shoulder width apart, toes pointing outwards. We're going side to side, a little mini side lunge. Keeping your shoulders back, don't bend over. Good job. Only as much as those legs will let you. Make sure you're focusing on the hamstring on your amputated side. Pull the leg back instead of pushing the not heel into the floor. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Now I'm just going to come back around here. So I am going to just really quickly check and see if there was any comments or anything put onto that video, or any questions that I need to answer before I head off. I am happy to answer any questions that you like, relatively speaking. And at the moment I am working on balance and endurance in a standing position. Now, my occupational therapist was struggling to understand why I can walk up a hill, but I can't stand in a coffee queue for more than a couple of minutes. So just before I head off, I'm just gonna mention that. So if you're standing still, then the pressure is on the socket constantly in the same position. If you're walking or moving or something like that, then the pressure is moving and shifting, and when you lift your foot up off the floor, you've got a momentary rest, which means that's why walking is easier than standing still. So if you have any questions for me, let me know. I got asked on a previous video, do I do private sessions? Yes, I do. You can contact me through the Facebook page or by sending me an email, writingtohealth@gmail.com, and I am more than happy to answer your questions and all that sort of thing. So have a lovely day, and if there's anything specific you want me to work on, let me know. I might actually include a session without my prosthetic leg, maybe, so then the people that don't have a prosthetic yet can see how things might work. And anyway, have a lovely day, night, evening, whatever it is. And I apologize for the change of time. It's just that I no longer have a space earlier on in the day that I can use for the live streams. And so I had to make it fit around when the spaces are free here at work. So have a good evening, day, morning, night, whatever. Keep on trucking on, and just remember, you're slightly more awesome than you were before because you're slightly more bionic than you were before. Anyway, have a lovely day, and I will talk to you real soon.